You know, they say cats have 9 lives, right? Yes. So how many lives do dogs have? Because a pair of lucky pups here in East Texas at least have 2. They were severely burned during February's Arctic blast when their kennel caught on fire.
Now, thanks to some luck and a whole lot of love, those canines are making an amazing comeback. KETK's Corinne Benanti right now shows us in tonight's special report, Second Chance at Life. A quick warning to everybody at home, some of these pictures could be disturbing.
2 adventurous pups, running, barking, tails wagging. The sight of these Dobermans, known as Benji and Mac, playing in the park was impossible to imagine just 3 months ago.
They had been caught up in a pen in the snowmageddon that we had, and the people had a heat lamp on it. The heat lamp caught the wool blankets on fire, and so these guys were trapped in their carrier for a time, burned alive.
Badly burned and barely holding on to life, their owners brought the dogs to the Tyler Animal Emergency Clinic.
I mean, it's the worst I've ever seen.
One suffered burns over 60% of his body. His hip exposed raw flesh and tissue fell off with movement.
Totally burned up, ears and all.
His brother had 3rd-degree burns on every paw. It looked like both would die from their wounds.
The people that brought it in, they couldn't afford care, and their only choice was either euthanasia on these dogs, which probably on this one would have been warranted.
Because of concerns about possible animal cruelty, Tyler police started an investigation. The owners then decided to release their rights to an animal rescue. No charges were filed, and the dogs began receiving the care they desperately needed.
And they decided to go with the relinquish route, and that's how they ended up here.
The pups were 4 months old when they arrived here at Spence & White Veterinary Clinic in Tyler. They spent 30 days in intensive care with treatments similar to what a human burn victim would receive.
You know, hours every day we worked on them. They were in hydro tubs and everything else. We had to debride tissue off this one 5 different times.
Before they even started their road to recovery, Cindy Nash at Nicholas Pet Haven Animal Rescue took custody of the pups. Though they were in such serious condition when she brought them to see Dr. Spence, there was no doubt in her mind the 4-legged siblings would make it.
I knew they were going to be in good hands.
Cindy is the one that stepped forward on this and, you know, got money donated and all to take care of them.
She helped raise over $9,000 using Cuddly.com and Facebook for their $8,000 vet bill. All for one reason alone.
Well, because they're worth it. Every animal's worth it.
5 surgeries and multiple rehab procedures later, these 2 are healing better than anyone could have expected because they've had each other every step of the way.
It's a point to where they became dependent upon each other for healing.
This dependency is so important moving forward. And yet another group had a big hand in this journey, a group who relies on their canine coworkers every day.
If it wasn't for the Tyler Police Department, none of this would have happened. They stepped up, stepped in.
The Tyler Police Department held an essential role in saving these pups' lives. And now, thanks to one police officer, they're getting their forever home.
I heard about them, actually I saw it come across the screen the night that they were sent to the emergency clinic.
Officer Lindsay Rogers learned about the dog's life-threatening injuries while she was on duty. Having a history as a paramedic and a lot of love in her heart, she knew she had to take them home.
I knew that they were going to need, you know, extra care. They were going to need a family who cares for them.
Rogers first saw the Doberman puppies 2 days after they were admitted to the clinic.
Neither of them would even stand up. The one that's burned pretty bad, he really wouldn't get up. He would barely turn his head to look at me. Honestly, I wasn't too sure that he was going to make it.
Fast forward to today, Mac and Benji are full of endless energy.
Oh man, they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy.
After living with Rogers for 1.5 months now, these once timid dogs have opened up.
They are a lot more playful, very loving, very, very loving.
Just months ago, they were on the edge of death. But now, thanks to a team of heroes, they are living a life of luxury.
Yeah, they get whatever they want, they do whatever they want. They always have toys, they're always running around in the backyard. As you can see, that's what they love to do. They love playing outside.
Perfect companions for a long and happy life. Corinne Benanti, KETK News.
Wow. Cindy Nash has raised so much money, by the way, and gathered such a large amount of food for Benji and Mac.
And by the way, Lindsay did not have to pay a dime for their vet bills and says she doesn't need to buy anything for the boys for a long, long time.
What a blessing.